Welcome to Crossroad Connection. We're speaking out for those left unheard. My name is David Schuring. I'm the president of Crossroad Bible Institute and the host of Crossroad Connection. Thanks for joining us. Today, the show is going to take on a little different veneer, and that is, I guess in a sense, I'm going to be interviewed by my co-host here, Megan Meyer. Welcome, Megan.
Thanks so much.
You said that you'd like to do a show on my latest book because?
Well, it's called 7 Secrets for Success in the Workplace, and I think it's a great book. And also, as I was going through student testimonies, I found several students wrote in about the book. I had a lot of great things to say about it, so I thought it'd be great to share some of that.
Well, I appreciate that very much. Our audience should know this is not a self-promotion because
Right.
I don't get anything for the sale of the books.
Right.
The sale of the books, everything goes to helping more prisoners and making these books available. But it's been a surprise, a delightful surprise to me that it's been so well received. We get letters all the time, and so you have a few that you'd like to share in terms of what they got out of this book.
Out of the book, yep.
It's a book. How would you describe the book?
I think it's a book that is anybody can apply it to their life, and it's easy to read, yet it has really great simple things, but at the same time, like stuff you might not have ever thought about or been able to apply. And so I think it's good for people in prison, people not in prison, employers, employees.
Is there one or two particular thoughts that stand out in your mind? Because as you know, you are a staff member, and, a valuable staff member, and so forth. Is there anything in there like that stood out? Like, boy, that was a good thing to put in there.
I think I'm trying to remember where it was in the book, but you talk about who your real boss is. How you're working for God. And so when you have a bad day or something, I mean, no matter what job, where you are at in your life, you always have a bad day at work. You can have a bad day at work. And at the end of the day, when you remind yourself who you're working for, who you're really working for, it's just, I think it's a great thing to think about and something I didn't really
so this would be very helpful, like if your boss is a real jerk.
Yeah.
Hold
kidding.
the phone.
No, but I think it's something that's just a really great reminder.
It is, because if you have a Christian worldview, the world is bigger than fallible people, and and people make mistakes and so forth, and we should see ourselves as part of God's bigger and greater plan.
Right.
Let's get to the letters. Okay. That was a good one, by the way.
Okay, the first one is from a student named Deshaun. He wrote, "Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. 7 Secrets for Success in the Workplace is a great book to have and share with others. It is the most insightful book I've read on the subject. It's beautifully written and very easy to understand. I love the way Bible scriptures were used and applied to some of the principles and teachings. This book has truly changed the way I think about work. I shared it and used it for my study group. The guys here love it too."
That's fantastic. Yeah, we have people ordering the book all over the place. The prison churches, for example, in Newton, there's a prison church there, and they're using them for preparing the guys for reentry. There's a study guide in the back.
Right.
And also, for those who are interested, we are working on a new entire course based on this book. Won't be ready for a few months, but right now it can be studied because there's a study guide in the back.
And I remember one of the students had written in too and said it was a great addition because he was currently working on the In God We Trust course. So that was kind of...
Yeah, thanks for mentioning that. For those who are interested in the future, sometimes I hesitate to mention it because they're going to say, oh, we want them all right now.
Yeah.
But I just finished the first draft of another book called 7 Secrets for Kicking the Habit, helping people overcome or bring under control addictions, which is also a big thing. That will also be turned into a course for our students, just like the work one, and also we're working on one on the Christian family. So we're really seeking to narrow down to these very, very important, vital concerns
Yeah.
that people need in order to succeed. But what we're finding, it's not only people in prison
Right.
who lack this knowledge. And so these are secrets that we want to share with people for their success. How about another one?
Okay.
I like these letters.
Yeah, they're great. This one's from Cindy. She writes, "My two favorite sections in the book, 7 Secrets for Success in the Workplace, are cultural perceptions and hey, what about my pay?
Ah,
I live in a world, in prison, where work is punishment and where some people feel fully exempt from basic work ethics. The book was quick to debunk those myths and did so gently and tactfully. Dr. Shuringa asserted something I've told my coworkers for years, which is, never work at the pay grade you're currently in. Always work at the pay grade you want to be in.
wow.
Usually I find myself in that pay grade rather quickly, and my coworkers are still where I left them. This book validates exactly what I've been telling them. I also appreciate that this book is written at a reading level nearly everyone here can wrap themselves around," which I mentioned before too, which is great.
Wow.
Anybody can read it and understand it, and
Well, I do theological and professional articles and stuff too. I have a few degrees and all of that, but I take greatest satisfaction in taking particular ideas and making them simple for the common person.
yeah,
I have a great deal of admiration for academic writing, but you can write an academic article with many footnotes, and a few people will read it.
right.
Or you can seek to reach tens of thousands
Make an impact, a big impact.
with
Yeah.
something that is life changing, and so I'm hoping that God is using this book for that. So it's 7 secrets for success in the workplace. You have any more there for us?
I do. This is from a student in Mississippi. This book changed the way I think about work and my employer. I used to think I was helping them, but in reality, if I do my best, I'm helping myself to advance to a higher level. By applying your book, I'm glorifying God. I really enjoyed reading your book. I wish I would have read your book earlier and applied what I read. I believe I wouldn't be incarcerated. Employers should have their employees read your book before they hire them."
Well, she makes a good point there because most people who are incarcerated at the time of their arrest were either unemployed or underemployed. Had they been focused on success in the workplace, they probably would not have gotten involved in
which I
crime.
thought was really interesting that you wrote.
So here's a book that we're offering to our students who are incarcerated. This is a book that's also being used in reentry ministries
Right.
as men and women are released from prison but need help in finding a job. But you know what? I can't tell you how many times I have had people come to me who are never been in prison, but they said, "My grandson needs this." And we recently interviewed Pastor C.J. Dendel.
Yeah, I was gonna say that,
And he's using it for people in his church and for new Christians, saying, here's how a Christian needs to live and how they can succeed in the workplace. So that's the book.
It's great.
Yeah,
And it is available on our online store too if anybody's interested.
that's right. We have a volume discount. For those who want to get them for a whole class or a number of people.
Right.
They can get it on our website, cbi.tv, also on Amazon.
Amazon.
It's available there, and or they can just give us a call,
Yeah,
right?
just give us a call and we'll
Actually, give you a call.
give me a call.
You would make sure that they get it.
Yeah.
So if you want to call Megan here she is, and she would be delighted to be of service
I
to
would.
you. Megan, thank you so much.
Yeah,
This has
thanks.
been fun.
It has. Thank you.
My name is David Schuringa. I'm here with Megan Meyer. Thanks for joining us on this special edition of Crossroad Connection. Some ways, feeling a little bit sheepish because it's featuring a book that I've written. However, you should know I don't receive a nickel of compensation for that book. All the profits go to making more books to help more prisoners. 7 Secrets to Success in the Workplace. It's been on a few months now. It's been tested. It's been in the marketplace. It is being deeply appreciated. No matter what kind of ministry you're in, and even for your personal life and for those that you know, probably make a great Christmas gift. It's the Christian work ethic, which so many have lost today or who have never heard it. And now you know what's going on in the workplace, in the economy. The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. Now, we can't do too much about the global economy. There's not too much that we can do to change the economic structures. But you can do something about the economy of your world, and you can change the structure of your lifestyle so that you can succeed in the workplace and move ahead. It's God's design for how He intended us to live in this world and care for His creation. Thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you again right here next week.